Welcome down to Paultons Park. There is Serpents Curse coming out of the ground, dropping from the sky as we bring you an update of what's going on here at the park. And yeah, quite a lot's happened. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been. The motorway's been closed. Anyone local will know what a nightmare that's been with the wildfire, but they are really busy today. Now it's back and we have a lot to show you as well. We really do. A lot of groundwork going on, a lot of concrete going on, a lot of preparation for theming. You might see the little boat sticking out here. That looks like that is in place. That was the one that was being bolted together last time we were here. That was down at the back. I'm sure you can see the station building even from here. That has come along hugely, so we are going to take you down and show you that. It looks like the maintenance bay is done as well, and that's been partially covered too. I don't think it's finished by any means, but it's been partially covered. But even just a quick look over here, you can see how much work has gone on site. Exciting times here at Paultons Park, as always, so let's bring you the latest of what's going on Serpents Curse. Let's start with the theming piece which has appeared around the drop area. Now we saw this being put together back up the top end. It came in two pieces, we saw it being bolted together, so we knew it wouldn't be long until it made its way onto the site, and here it is. I'd imagine this is its final resting place. It looks spectacular, as you can imagine. This piece was already here, it was ordered as part with the valve guard stuff, so this was already here. I suspect there's still more to come by all means, but this bit is here. As we pan across the site, you can kind of see that they are starting landscaping, and we have another mystery sort of build going on here. We would assume for some kind of theming piece, of course, but it's, yeah, at the moment it's in early stages. There's a lot to do around the ride, there is no doubt about that. And of course, that's going to start as well with the concrete. Now, as we come around here, we can see concreting is ongoing. It's always ongoing, seemingly, and you can kind of see how much they need to do now. It is worth noting, of course, that Paultons Park, Lawrence put a great video up, giving us some insight. And we did mention the posts were different colours and that they might be sort of external, internal. Well, the coloured ones are going to be subjected to water, so they've been coated. So we're sort of right in the fact that I think you'll be able to see a little bit more of these. But yes, they are water ones, so you can see how far it goes out. However, a lot of these actually have been buried now, as you'll see when we go to the station shortly. But at the drop area, or at the splash area, shall we say, work is ongoing. There's a lot of concreting to do here. They still need access to the site, and whilst preparations are in place, we're not quite at a point yet where anything is joining up whilst they're accessing the site. But a lot of work has gone on, a lot of concrete has been poured, and of course, we know as we pan and start round the back of the building that they want to get the equipment in first, and the back of the building is now enclosed, and as you can see, when we zoom in, you'll see that internal walls are there as well, and this is where the electrical equipment is going. Obviously, the quicker they get that in, the quicker they can get it installed, the quicker they can get preparations for when they have done everything else on the ride, and we may well see boats and testing. Really good to see. Now, the side of the building does look like it's been cladded. I will just say, I don't believe for a second this is the final finishing touch given the rest of the build around here, but you know, to be honest, we'll wait and see how it all pans together. But a lot has happened without a doubt. And as we now look at the station, I mean, we said this was a big building anyway, and I still think this is bigger than the Draken building. I don't know, but it looks bigger than the Draken building. I love the three-phase down roof kind of entrance area here. I just think that is magnificent. It is a wonderful structure, and once this has been themed up, whether or not it takes the same stance as the Draken building or not, whether or not they got something a bit more unique to it, will be interesting to see. But we know they're going to do it justice, and we know it's going to look absolutely incredible. Now you can see kind of the porch area at the front here. This will be the entrance to the ride coming from the bridge. There's no sign of the bridge yet, as expected. They still need access to the site, as we said, but that will come later on. But this has come out as well now. So this again will probably have its own sort of roof and be themed on the front, and we've got no kind of sides or anything on this yet. So it does look like most of the roofing has started at the front at the lower levels. And I don't think that goes over the control area, but it probably helps to have this area done. And we can see all round the back is enclosed, whilst it is difficult for us to get a picture of it for you, because obviously we're looking through steel and over fences, but that has been enclosed, so we would expect electrics to be going in very shortly. We can see more metal and more roof being placed onto the station. Actually, I don't think it'll be too long, in honesty, until this is all enclosed, remembering how quick Draken did. That happened really fast, in fairness. Across the site, it just looks, yeah, it still feels like there's quite a lot to do here, to be honest with you, even though there's not quite a lot to do here. Now the boat over the back has actually remained in place. Looked like they needed to kind of work around that to get clearances and things right, so that's remained in place. We expect that to be secured. It doesn't really look like, whilst it does look like some more theming pieces up the top, which we'll look at shortly, it doesn't look like there's too much more on site at the moment apart from steel and of course roof work, which is going in at the moment. Let's get some more close-ups of what's going on around here. But look at it, how good does this look? Here is a wider view of the work going on the site. As we said, the building is taking priority, but look how much concrete has gone down. There's still quite a lot to go down because obviously everywhere where water will be will need to be concreted. There's no kind of getting around that. They've got a lot of work to do down here and quite a lot of concreting to do over there. However, they have done quite a lot of it. As we said, we know until we've got water in here, we're not going to see any boats on track or anything like that. The water acts as part of the brake, so it needs to be there. But they've made a lot of progress in the last couple of weeks. The building, yeah, the building just looks magnificent. It really does. You just know what this is. It's in my head. I can see the finished article just by looking over there on how well they're going to do with this. I cannot wait. Absolutely cannot wait. Now, as we said, a lot of concrete. Again, when you think about people saying there's not a lot of water to this ride, there is a lot of water to this ride coming on the end here. And everywhere you see concreted is going to be water. And they've still got to get back over here to the station as well. So all this will have to be taken, leveled down and done. And then of course, as we know from Lawrence, as we said, any of the painted ones will be subjected to water as well. So the water will go inside. And you would have seen as well that the running part, that looks like that's ready. It looks like the bit of the boat's ready as well. We'll come back around here and show you a bit of that. But certainly going into the station here as well is pretty much ready. So I think they've done kind of as much as they can do down here. I'm sure there's more concrete they can pour until they can get better access. I don't know how they're going to do that in Honestly. I don't know whether they're going to come in via Lost Kingdom or whether they're just going to try and get everything in the middle done, then do the ride. I don't know. To be honest, it'd be really interesting to see how they do it over the next couple of months. We can see on here they're all harnessed in, look, as they go up, and they'll have various things to do, various things to check, especially if they are doing the electrics as well to get the lift hill motor sort of all put in. We'd expect some lighting on there as well to be put in over the next couple of months. On the off chance there's an evac, I'm sure there won't be, but on the off chance there is. But there it is. Right, it's busy here at Paultons Park. We will be back a bit quicker this time. I was on holiday last week, the motorway closed, it was a nightmare to get along here. We will be back and we will be doing much more frequent updates as it really picks up pace, because I can't keep coming back and finding that they've done loads of work, because I'm missing it. Quite simply, I'm missing it and I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. It's bank holiday weekend this weekend. We will be in to check out what's going on, so stay tuned to the channel.